A powerful and unusual hailstorm swept across northern Colorado during the early morning hours, leaving significant destruction in several towns along the I-25 corridor. Residents woke up to find large hailstones scattered across the ground and extensive damage to vehicles and homes. Communities including Milliken, Wellington, Johnstown, Eaton, and Lucerne were among the hardest hit, with reports of windshields smashed and trees damaged. Some areas experienced hailstones that covered streets and yards before melting away as daylight approached.
Oh my gosh, I got hit really hard in the foot. On my toe. Yeah. So, top shelter.
The storm produced varying sizes of hail, with Milliken reportedly seeing the largest stones, measuring up to 2.75 inches in diameter. Other towns recorded significant hail impacts too, with Wellington and Johnstown seeing 2-inch hail and Eaton experiencing stones around 1.75 inches. Lucerne reported hail roughly the size of $half, measuring 1.25 inches. Though not the largest of the event, it was still enough to cause property damage and alarm. In all towns affected, residents described scenes of shattered glass and torn tree limbs. The southeast section of Wellington endured the most intense hail, with ice balls reaching 2.5 inches across. This part of the storm persisted for several hours during the early morning, as severe thunderstorm warnings were issued and weather alerts remained active.
2:29 a.m.
And it's mostly protecting me. So hopefully this stops soon so I can at least get home. Oh, fuck.
We had heat lightning for like an hour.
Vehicles in Milliken were particularly vulnerable, with many residents finding rear windows shattered and panels dented. One local described how hail punctured the back windshield of his vehicle, loosening the entire glass panel on impact. Tree branches were stripped and flung onto roads, and some windows on homes were reported broken. The damage appeared to follow a narrow but intense path, leaving some areas heavily impacted while others remained relatively untouched.
Isn't this fun?
Local weather services warned of the potential for a repeat event later in the day, as storm conditions remained favorable. Emergency response crews and residents began cleanup efforts at first light, navigating broken glass and scattered debris.